Scholastic Scrimmage is provided in part from Air Products Foundation. The foundation is supported by donations from Air Products and Chemicals Incorporated as a charitable organization whose contributions provide support for educational, cultural, health, and community programs in the Lehigh Valley.
Proud to support the finest in education and in public television, we are the people of Muhlenberg College.
From Hill Financial, involved in helping the communities we serve, bringing you the best right here on public television and Channel 39. Hill Financial Savings, helping you to a better life. The series is also made possible by Channel 39 School Services participating districts.
WLVT-TV presents Scholastic Scrimmage, a weekly program featuring teams from Lehigh Valley High Schools in a contest of quick recall. Tonight's teams are from Emmaus High School and Stroudsburg High School. Your host for Scholastic Scrimmage is Harry Price.
Good evening and welcome to Scholastic Scrimmage. We're going to meet the teams and the coaches, then we'll begin the contest. From Emmaus High School, Jeff Wright, a sophomore. John Pope is a senior. The captain, Sean Kinsel, is a junior. Jane Windsor is a senior. And the coach is David Roper, teacher of English. From Stroudsburg High School, Brett Albertson, a sophomore. The captain, Dan Liberman, is a senior. Faisal Chaudhry, a sophomore. Steve Salva is a senior. And the coach is Hugh Montaigne, teacher of social studies. Channel 39 is pleased to announce that at the conclusion of the championship contest, the Air Products Foundation will present a $1,500 scholarship award to the championship high school and a $750 scholarship award to the runner-up high school. Both awards will be in the names of the Scholastic Scrimmage teams. Remember, the answers to the questions on Scholastic Scrimmage require rapid recall of factual information and aren't necessarily indicative of academic training. The rules for the contest are as follows. On toss-up questions, you'll be given 10 points for each correct answer, and 10 points will be deducted for an incorrect response. If you answer incorrectly, then the opposing team will have an opportunity to answer without penalty, and they'll receive 5 points for a correct answer in this situation. Of course, each correct answer to a toss-up question gives you the opportunity to answer a bonus question without penalty. Team members may confer only on the bonus questions, and the answers to these questions should be given to me by the two team captains. A buzzer will signal the end of the contest. If it sounds while a question is being asked, the game stops. If the buzzer goes off while you're answering, however, you will be permitted to complete your answer, but no bonus questions will be asked. Are there any questions? If not, we're going to begin with our first toss-up. Here's your toss-up. In what colony was Virginia Dare born? Emmaus, Jeff.
Virginia.
Incorrect. Brett, over at Stroudsburg.
Massachusetts.
Incorrect. In what colony was Virginia Dare born? She was born in what is now the state of Virginia, but it was the Roanoke Island colony. We'll go on to another toss-up. We're going to be looking at a 10-point bonus, and this essentially is going to have several names or words that will help you come up with the answer. Name the type of narrative song beginning with the letter B as in boy that celebrates such real or imaginative... Stroudsburg, Dan.
Ballad.
Correct. And I was going to say it celebrates such real or imaginative people as Robin Hood, John Henry, Casey Jones, and Jesse James. You are correct, Dan. You're going to have a bonus, and you may confer, and Dan should give me the answer. His wardrobe consisted of a russet habit of the Franciscan order, a red corded girdle with gold tassel, and red stockings. Name this fat, jovial vagabond from the Robin Hood ballads.
John. Friar Tuck.
Dan?
Friar Tuck.
Correct. Again, a toss-up. This time we're preparing for a 15-point bonus. There's a systematic uniformity in the motion of planets. All travel around the sun from west to east in nearly the same plane. That plane is known as the what? It's called the ecliptic plane. Toss-up. It's going to be on the monitor, and it's essentially mathematics. I want you to solve that equation for C. Stroudsburg, Dan.
6.
C is equal to 6 is correct. And here's your bonus. It's a 10-point bonus. I want you to listen carefully. What is the largest integer n for which n to the nth power is less than 1,000? Dan.
4.
4 is correct. 4 to the 4th power is 256, and 5, the next n, would be 5 to the 5th, is 3125. Toss up. What South American nation is comprised of these 4 regions? The Andes, the Pampas. That's Emmaus, Sean.
Argentina.
Correct. I was going to say the Northeast and Patagonia would be 2 other regions. Your bonus, Sean, for you and the team again. You may confer, and Sean should give me the answer. South Carolina's secession from the Union in 1860 was immediately precipitated by what event? Sean?
The election of President Lincoln.
You're correct. Lincoln's election, he was elected in the fall of 1860, and South Carolina seceded on December 20th, 1860. Going for a 10-point bonus toss-up. What famous sonnet by Percy Bysshe Shelley is an ironic commentary on the vanity and futility of a tyrant's power? Emmaus, Jane.
Ozymandias.
Correct, Jane. And your bonus. It's a multiple choice bonus for Emmaus. In Shelley's poem, is Ozymandias a king, a shepherd lad, a caliph of Baghdad, or Aladdin's genie? Sean?
A king.
He is a king. You've got it for 10 points, going again for a 10-point bonus. They're composed mainly of gamma globulin. They are proteins found in blood plasma. Name these proteins produced by the body in response to the presence of antigens. Stroudsburg, Brett.
Antibodies.
Correct, Brett. And your bonus, again, a multiple choice for you and the team, Dan. Which one of the following is a chlorinated hydrocarbon? Olive oil, ammonia, DDT, or whiskey? Dan.
DDT.
Correct. Toss-up. So listen, toss-up. I want you to listen to this musical excerpt of Tristan and Isolde. I'd like you to identify the composer. Stroudsburg, Dan.
Wagner.
Richard Wagner of Germany is correct. And here's your bonus, Dan, for you and Stroudsburg team for 5 points each. Answer these 2 questions also about music. First, what note follows mi on the musical scale? Dan?
Fa.
Correct. Lieder, L-I-E-D-E-R, is the German word for what? Dan?
Pants.
No. As in Lederhosen or something like that. No, it's not that. It's L-I-E-D-E-R, is German for songs, S-O-N-G-S. Your toss-up. You got 5 out of a possible 10, Dan. Going for a 10-point bonus. Name the document that was analyzed and defended in a series of essays called The Federalist. Stroudsburg, Faisal.
Constitution.
Correct, the Constitution of the United States. Here's your bonus, a 10-pointer for Stroudsburg. Which amendment to the Constitution, I want a number, abolished slavery in the U.S.? Dan?
13th.
Correct. Toss up, looking again at a 10-pointer. What is the rhetorical term for the verbs in this passage? The owl hooted, the chicken cackled. That's Emmaus, Sean.
Onomatopoeia.
Correct. The formation of a word by imitation of a sound is correct, is onomatopoeia. Bonus 10-pointer, Sean. I may consider and I want to know what mood is used in this passage, and I'll begin again. I may consider the option of using more American troops in Panama.
Subjunctive.
Sean?
Subjunctive.
Incorrect. It's indicative. Toss-up, going for a 10-pointer. What 5-syllable term, starting with the letter A, refers to a condition in which the sense of touch and the ability to feel pain are lost or impaired in part of the body? That would be anesthesia. Another toss-up, again looking at a 10-pointer. You might want paper and pencil for this one. The sum of the ages of 2 turtles is 50. In 5 years, the father turtle will be 3 times as old as the son turtle will be then. What is the present age of the son turtle? No response. It would be 10. The son turtle is 10. Another toss-up. With a sense of triumph, Egypt this week will attend its first Arab meeting since 1979, when the Arab League suspended Egypt's membership. What was it that... It's Emmaus, Jeff.
Signing the Camp David Accords.
Judges, they will accept. What was it that Egypt did 10 years ago that caused their dismissal from the Arab League, and they signed a peace treaty with Israel where, as Jeff said, Camp David. Here's your bonus, a 10-pointer for Emmaus. Menachem Begin and Jimmy Carter were 2 of the 3 principal people involved in the Middle East Summit at Camp David in 1978 that led to the Israel-Egyptian peace treaty. The third person was Sean?
Sadat.
Anwar Sadat, the president of Egypt at that time. You're correct. Going for a 10-point bonus toss-up. Edward L. Stratemeyer is remembered in part for his Hardy Boys series, which he wrote under the pen name of Franklin Dixon, and also in part for his other series for girls. Stroudsburg, Dan.
Nancy Drew.
Correct. He wrote that under the pen name Carolyn Keene. Who was the central character in this other series was Nancy Drew. Bonus 10-pointer for Stroudsburg. A formal valuation of a property is called a what? Dan?
Essay.
Incorrect. Incorrect. We're looking for a valuation, not value. It's appraisal. We would have accepted assessment for that also. Here's your toss-up, going for a 10-pointer. What major plate of the Earth's crust lies between the Australian plate and the American plate? Stroudsburg, Brett.
The Nazca plate.
Incorrect. Over to Emmaus. Sean?
The Pacific plate.
It is the Pacific plate. You got 5 on the rebound. Bonus 10-pointer for Emmaus. What major plate of the Earth's crust lies to the west of the Australian plate, to the south of the Eurasian plate, and to the north of the Antarctic plate? Sean?
The Indian plate?
No, it would be the African plate, and that would be it. And this is all about plate tectonics, not kitchenware. Going for a 10-point bonus. Here's your toss-up. In 1828, Congress passed a high protective tariff on wool and cotton cloth. This was vigorously opposed by the southern states, who referred to this bill. Emmaus, Jane.
The Tariff of Abominations.
Correct. They referred to this bill as the Tariff of. I wanted abominations. You gave me all 3, and you're correct. Your bonus 10-pointer, Sean. For 10 points, I want you to name 3 of the 4 countries facing Italy across the Alps. Sean?
Switzerland, France, and Austria.
And those are 3 of the 4, and the 4th is Yugoslavia. You have your 10 points. Toss up. What is the antonym of exoteric? I'll spell it. EX. Stroudsburg, Faisal.
Esoteric?
Incorrect. Sean, Emmaus.
Esoteric.
I'll accept that. What is the antonym of exoteric? E-X-O-T-E-R-I-C. It is esoteric, E-S-O-T-E-R-I-C. T-E-R-I-C. The latter means suitable for the general public, and exoteric, I should say, the latter means understood or meant for a select few, and the former exoteric means suitable for the general public. Here's your bonus, a 10-pointer. The Ayatollah Khomeini claims that his inspirations regarding the governance of Iran come from a divine source. This is descriptive of what form of government?
Oh, wait, theocracy.
Sean?
Theocracy.
Correct. Toss-up. It's a visual toss-up. The bronze sculpture you're seeing there on the monitor was stolen from a Philadelphia museum last year. It was the artist's early but influential work called The Man with the Broken Nose. Name the artist who created Stroudsburg.
Rodin.
Rodin. I wanted the artist who created the work, and it is Auguste Rodin. You can see much of Rodin's art at the Rodin Museum in Philadelphia, near the Museum of the Philadelphia Art Museum. And certainly Rodin was one of the greatest sculptors of the 19th century. Here's your bonus, a 10-pointer. What is the name for any tall and four-sided stone shaft that gradually tapers to a pyramidal point at the top? Dan?
Obelisk.
Obelisk will accept. Obelisk. Going for a 10-point bonus. Toss up. In 1988, a nonfiction book was published entitled For the Record. Its author was the former White House Chief of Staff named Emmaus. Jeff.
Don Regan.
Correct. I'm going to name a vice president, Sean, and for 5 points each, you and the team tell me the president he served under. First, John Tyler.
Harrison.
Sean.
William Henry Harrison.
Correct. Andrew Johnson.
Lincoln.
Sean?
Lincoln.
Correct. Again, you've got your 10. Going for another 10-point bonus. Toss up. What is the meaning of the Latin phrase antebellum? Emmaus. John.
Before war.
Correct. Especially the American Civil War. Here's your bonus, a 10-pointer. What term in logic, beginning with the letter A, refers to a self-evident truth or a premise requiring no demonstration? I'm sorry, Sean. It would be axiom, A-X-I-O-M. Going for a 10-pointer. Toss up. And again, you might want paper and pencil on this one. It's a mathematics question. A flagpole broke. The part that broke off represented 2/5 of the entire length. A piece 6 feet long was left intact. At Stroudsburg, Dan.
4 feet.
Correct. What was the length of the part that broke off? And your bonus, Dan, for you and the team. In area, and it's going to be on the monitor, in area, triangle BCT is what portion of the parallelogram ABCD? Dan?
An eighth.
Correct. And a toss-up. What country lies between Colombia and Costa Rica? Emmaus. Sean.
Panama.
Correct. Bonus 10-pointer. What is the capital of Hong Kong?
Victoria.
Sean.
Victoria.
Correct again. Toss up. And I'm heading on for the judges. Toss up. The human flight or fight response is closely associated with secretions from which endocrine gland? Stroudsburg. Brett.
Adrenal.
Correct. And your bonus, a 10-pointer. It's a multiple choice 10-pointer. The wavelength of red light when compared with the wavelength of blue light is approximately which of the following? Is it 10 times greater, twice as great, the same, or 1/2 as great? Dan?
Twice.
You are correct. Going for a 10-pointer toss-up. All of these people participated in what historic battle? Gebhard Leberecht von Blücher, Arthur Wellesley, and Emmaus. Jeff.
Battle of Wellington.
Incorrect. Over to Stroudsburg. Now complete it. All of these people participated in what historic battle? Gebhard Leberecht von Blücher, Arthur Wellesley, and Napoleon Bonaparte. Dan?
Battle of Waterloo.
That is correct. And I think Arthur Wellesley was the first Duke of Wellington. I think Jeff just got a little confused. You got 5 on the rebound. Here's your bonus. 10-pointer. For 5 points each, name these British monarchs. What English Tudor king established the Church of England? That's a bonus for Stroudsburg. Dan?
Henry VIII.
Correct. Name the first queen of the English Tudor house. Dan?
Elizabeth I.
No, it would be Mary the First. Mary the First. Going for a 10-point bonus. Toss up. What 5-syllable term, beginning with the letter A, refers to the expression of an idea in language that gives more than one meaning and leaves uncertainty about the author's... Emmaus, Jane.
Ambiguity.
Correct, and leaves uncertainty about the author's intended significance of the statement. Your bonus for Emmaus. For 5 points apiece, name the 2 pronouns in this passage by Robert Frost. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. Sean?
My and it.
Correct. Toss up. On the monitor, it will not be on the monitor, I'm sorry. I'm going to read you an equation. Take it down. What is the value of Q in the following equation? 5 times the quantity, Q plus 0.8 is equal to a negative 16. Stroudsburg, Faisal.
Q equals negative 3 point...
Incorrect. Over to Emmaus. Toss up. John.
-4.
Q is equal to a negative 4. That is correct. We're going to do a bonus, 10-point bonus. It's going to be on the monitor. In the diagram, AB is parallel to DE. What is the measure of angle BCD? I'm looking for the angle less than 180 degrees. Sean?
98.
Incorrect. It would be 82 degrees. 82. Here's your toss-up going for a 10-point bonus. It is the horizontal direction of an object. It's measured clockwise in degrees of arc from true north or south along the theoretical horizon. What's this 3-syllable term? No response from either team. Azimuth. Another toss-up. Name the largest body of water that lies within Europe, Asia, and Africa. Stroudsburg, Dan.
Mediterranean Sea.
Correct, Dan. Your bonus, a 10-pointer. For 5 points each, I want you to name the following. First, the strait that connects the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Dan?
Strait of Gibraltar.
Correct. The isthmus that separates the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea. Dan?
Sinai Peninsula. Isthmus.
Incorrect. It's the Isthmus of Suez that I was looking for. Here's your toss-up, going for a 15-point bonus. You got 5, Dan, out of 10. What huge bay is located at 85 degrees west longitude and 60 degrees north latitude? Stroudsburg, Steve.
Hudson.
Hudson Bay is correct. Bonus, a 15-pointer. For 5 points each, name each of the following concerning New York. First, New Netherlands' last Dutch governor, also known as Old Silvernails. Dan.
Stuyvesant.
Stuyvesant. Peter Stuyvesant is correct. The battle, which started on October 7th, 1777, and ended on October 18th with the surrender of General John Burgoyne.
Saratoga.
Dan?
Saratoga.
Correct. The location of the oldest military college in the United States. Dan?
West Point.
Correct on all 3 counts for your 15. Going for a 10-pointer toss-up. Just after suspending the bombing of North Vietnam, what president said, "I shall not seek"? Emmaus, John.
Truman.
Incorrect. It's a rebound over to Stroudsburg. I'll complete it. Just after suspending the bombing of North Vietnam, what president said, "I shall not seek and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as president"? Dan?
Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Correct. March 31st, 1968. Your bonus, a 10-pointer, 5 on the rebound. Which of the following was a signer of both the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution? Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Samuel Adams, John Hancock. Dan?
Benjamin Franklin.
Correct. Going for a 10-pointer. I want you to name the American abolitionist who in his newspaper, The Liberator, demanded immediate emancipation. Emmaus, Jeff.
Garrison.
William Lloyd Garrison is correct, and your bonus a 10-pointer, Sean, for 5 points apiece. It's the final buzzer. I'm reading the question. The game ends, and the final score in an outstanding contest is 200 for Stroudsburg and 165 for Emmaus High School. Well, Emmaus, we want to congratulate you. We know you have two very young guys who will be back again next year, and Jane and John, we wish you success in college. We're going to see Sean and Jeff again. I'd like to say that Emmaus always feels an outstanding team. It's only too bad that somebody had to lose this contest. Stroudsburg, we congratulate you. You're going into the semifinals against the winners of next week's contest. And next week we have Freedom High School versus Panther Valley High School. This is Harry Price. Thank you for being with us, and good night.
Funding for Scholastic Scrimmage is provided in part from Air Products Foundation. The foundation is supported by donations from Air Products and Chemicals Incorporated as a charitable organization whose contributions provide support for educational, cultural, health, and community programs in the Lehigh Valley.